Welcome to Faith Fuel Up, where we take a few minutes to ignite your faith and fuel your walk with God. Today, I want to share one of the most powerful stories of transformation in the Bible, the moment when God took a man who was feared, even hated by Christians, and turned him into one of the greatest champions of the faith. Saul wasn't just a casual opponent of Christianity. He was actively hunting down believers, arresting them, and even approving of their deaths, convinced he was serving God by wiping out what he thought was a dangerous new movement. But in reality, he was blind, not just in his eyes, but in his heart. On the road to Damascus, a sudden blinding light stopped him in his tracks, and he heard the voice of Jesus saying, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" And when the light faded, he realized he could no longer see. For 3 days Saul was blind, without food or drink, and he prayed, spending that time in a kind of tomb where everything he thought he knew was stripped away so God could rebuild him from the inside out. Meanwhile, God appeared to a man named Ananias in a vision, telling him to go to Saul and lay hands on him so he could see again. But Ananias was hesitant, and who could blame him? This was the man destroying the church. Yet God reassured him that Saul was his chosen instrument to carry the gospel to the Gentiles. In obedience, Ananias went, laid his hands on Saul, and immediately something like scales fell from Saul's eyes. His sight returned. He got up, was baptized, ate, and regained his strength. From that moment on, Saul, now known as Paul, boldly proclaimed Jesus as the Son of God. But the Christians around him were afraid and doubtful, struggling to believe the change was real. We can be the same way, suspicious of change and wanting punishment more than mercy. But Saul's story reminds us that judging hearts is God's job, not ours, and our role is to trust that His grace can reach anyone, even those we think are unreachable, and when it does, to rejoice in the miracle instead of questioning it. So the next time you think someone is too far gone, remember Saul. Remember the God who opens blind eyes and transforms hearts, and be glad to leave the judging to Him.